Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome back to Tumtum Network 2025. This is our first edition of interview that we are granting, and we have an NDC guy in the studio. He's going to introduce himself to us. He is a communicator of the NDC and is so confident in what the President John Mahama is doing for Ghana. In the last 30 years, he wants to talk to us about some of the amazing things the government is doing and some of the things they are going to be doing by the end of this year. My brother, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Tumtum Network. And then thank you for granting me this interview. Yeah, my name is Ayamba Godwin, a communicator in the Trobo constituency at NDC. Yeah.
Trobo constituency?
Trobo constituency.
Where is that? Which region is that?
Trobo constituency is here in Accra. And then if you come down to south of Accra, around Ofankor,
okay, so
Tantra Hill.
It encompasses Ofankor, Tantra Hill, all of that.
Yeah.
Who is the MP there now?
The MP there is Mrs. Owusu, who is an NPP.
Who used to be the MP there before?
Oh, the MP there was Moses Enim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, the MP was Moses Enim. I
see. So, in the last 30 days of John Mahama's presidency, are you totally satisfied with what he's doing?
I am very, very satisfied with the last 30 days, or the first 30 days, let me say, with the President of the Republic of Ghana. But before that, let me say a very big good morning to the President of the land and then his Vice President. I think the Vice President needs to be commended because she has set a path that, let me say, a precedent that all ladies or all women who aspires to be in that portfolio or that position can just follow through and then get there. So I'll also say a very big good morning to our national executives led by Johnson Asiedun Ketia, honorable regional executives, and then our constituency executives, and our branch, and then our wards members too. We say a very big good morning to you people. Yeah. So when we come down to the first 30 days of President Mahama, I think we, as a country or as a good citizen, you need to applaud or appreciate what President Mahama has done so far, because when you look at the last 8 years of President Nana-Addo, former President Nana-Addo, the 30 days of President Mahama is far better than President Nana-Addo's 8 years. Yeah. So if you ask me,
hold on. The 30 days of John Dramani Mahama is better than Nana-Addo's 8 years.
I tell you, the 30 days of President Mahama is better than Nana-Addo's 8 years because.
Can you explain that?
Yes, because today when you sleep well.
You mean you weren't sleeping well?
No, I wasn't sleeping well in the last 8 years.
What was stopping you from sleeping?
Because the problems of the economy will wake you up.
What problems were there in 8 years ago which is not there today?
Cyrus, you've seen it. The problems now is not as even compared to the 8 years. And besides, we are just in 30 days in government. We are just 30 days in government. And then you realize
I want specific. Can you give me specifics? Is there any problem that we experienced 8 years ago which is not there today?
Yes.
One is,
let's look at the appointment of ministers. That was a very big problem within the 8 years of Nana-Addo, of President Nana-Addo, former President Nana-Addo. Because there are a lot of money which are spent on these ministers, which are taken from the public purse. And so these ministerial positions, which President, when he was campaigning, said, look, we can't have a very big or a very large government. Almost about 125 or 130 ministers. No. So that was a huge problem that a lot of Ghanaians were talking about. I was talking about it. I'm sure you were also talking about it.
Yeah. So now it is reduced to what?
Now it is
promised that 60.
Yes, he promised that 60. So now we have 60 ministers, and then the ministries have been cut down to 23.
Okay, so that is one.
Yes, that is one.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm sure even if Nanado has had his way, President Nanado has had his way, he would have even constituted a grandma or a grandpa ministries, which of course, if the mom and the dad was alive, he would have made the mom or the dad.
But that is the reason why he was
a minister of grandma and grandpa.
Hold on. Don't bring Nanado's name into this. At this point, we are looking at the NDC and what they can perform. All right. Yeah. All the mistakes Nanado did is the reason why the NDC has won resoundly. You understand?
Yeah.
So let's move forward. Now, in the last 30 days, President John Mahama is in charge, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Good. Apart from the ministerial appointment, which has been reduced to 60,
yeah,
what other things is he doing in the last 30 days that you think deserves an applaud?
Cyrus, within the last 30 days, I'm sure you've heard the communique from the President of the United States about he halting or freezing the U.S. aid.
Yes, I've heard of it. I've done an episode on it. In fact, I've done a video on YouTube where I said the President of America, Donald Trump, should stop all aid to Africa. I am advocating for him. I'm begging him to stop it. Don't send it to Africa again. And I gave 3 reasons why he should stop. Now, go ahead with what you want to say.
Yeah, so President John Mahama, after listening to all that from the USA president, that he's going to freeze the US aid funds that comes to countries like Ghana. Of course, these funds are monies that we use in certain aspects of our economy, like the health sectors, the educational sector, and then...
Are you aware some of these monies, nobody has ever been accountable for it?
Yes, for the past few years, of course, you cannot...
Not just a few years, it's been a long time since anybody accounted for those kind of monies. And that is one of the reasons I said to the President of America, that Mr. President Trump, stop it, because nobody gives accounts of how they use that money. We don't know how much is coming, where it's going to. So it is not actually benefiting the people they may be thinking of. So in my estimation, they should just cut it off. And so we can grow on our own. Now, what are you saying in response to that?
Yeah, I think what they are saying is right. For the past few years, we don't have communications that say specifically what the funds are used for. But I think with Tuntum Network, it goes far. And then our plead that the NDC government, led by President Mahama, should come out with a communique time to time to let the good people of Ghana know that this fund, of course, which has been freezed now, and then which will be taken care of, this fund will be used for this and that and this and that, especially in certain sectors like the health and then the education and what we call the agriculture.
You know what Trump is saying about that fund?
Yeah, I think Trump is...
Let me give you some inside information into that.
All right.
President Trump is now saying that if America is giving any aid to any other country in the world, they must be getting something in return directly. So if you look at the discussion going on between America, Israel, or America, Russia, let's use America and Russia. America and Russia are negotiating on Ukraine. And America is negotiating with Russia on Ukraine without the presence of Ukrainian president. Mm-hmm. But America is saying, Ukraine, if you want me to continue helping you in this way, then there are minerals, certain things in your country that I want you to also give it to us. America wants to treat everybody the same.
But Cyrus, do you know...
If they give you the aid in Ghana, they are giving it to you with the right hand, and then with the left hand, they want you to give something back immediately. Is this something you want to continue with?
I think...
It is not going to be free again.
Yes, I know. But Cyrus, do you know Americans have a goodwill when it comes to the USA fund?
Listen. That is why Trump is cutting it. Trump thinks that goodwill you talk about, mm-hmm. the very thing you say goodwill, Trump thinks it's an abuse of American system. Because American taxpayers' money is what is being used to do this. Meanwhile, there are Americans who are suffering and don't have access to that kind of money. So he is saying, don't give it to other countries. Use it for the people in America. So you may call it goodwill. Trump says, no, we are doing business with it. We give it to you with one hand. On the other hand, you give us something. I think we should all move away from that 8-8 thing.
Yeah. I think, Cyrus, what is important here now is even though President Trump has halted this fund, I think President Mahama, the listening president, has instructed the Minister of Finance, as Honorable Atoforsen, that he should try and then bridge this gap. He should try and then find monies which we can use to cater for all this.
Exactly.
Do
you think that makes sense?
Yeah, it really makes sense.
Do you think we have to be self-sustainable?
Yeah, Cyrus, we need to because it wouldn't be this way forever.
Yes.
So I think it's a call to Ghanaians and it's a call to Africa that look, we need to do things on our own.
Exactly.
So that if any president of any country at all says, look, I am not giving you this, I'm not giving you that, we will be able to do things on our own, and then as a continent, we will move forward.
Exactly.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if President Mahama is saying that Atoforsen, the finance minister, should bridge this gap, I think we need to applaud him, because we wouldn't be giving a USA levy, because you don't want me to talk about the past president.
I don't want you to talk about
the past government, but of course
there is no need to talk about that.
We would have been having a USA levy for us to be paying.
Thank God we don't have them in office today.
So I think the good people of Ghana should know that now we have a president who is a listening president, a president who have the country at heart, and then within these few 30 days, he has instructed that the finance minister should bridge this gap, and I know and I have the hope and the confidence that the finance minister will do exactly that, and then we wouldn't have any problem when it comes to this fund that has been freezed or has been halted.
Okay, so in the last 30 days, President John Mahama has made certain appointments. He has appointed almost all the ministers now. But one of my favorite ministers is Okudzeto Ablakwa. He is at Foreign Affairs Ministry.
Exactly, right.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah. You know, there.
Hold on. Before you go on, and he used to be the guy who brings out all these intersections. I have intersected this,
right.
I've intercepted that.
Right.
He was always on the neck of the formal government, bringing us exposés after exposés. Now, when it's your turn, NDC is in office, when this same guy can be used to bring out exposés, he's no more doing expose job. He's now taken out of the country, foreign affairs. What do you think is going on here?
Cyrus, you see, the foreign minister has been doing this since, and then I am not sure the foreign minister, Honorable Samuel Ablakwa, will hot doing this. I mean,
he's busy out there going to other countries, traveling international.
Yes, because
relations and all
the
that.
first part of URA is done.
Okay.
Yes. So if the first part of URA is done, I think he will have to do a more search and a more thorough information gathering before he comes out with another set of.
No, I'm talking about the NDC government itself. Will we see Okudzeto Ablakwa be doing the same thing to NDC folks?
Of course. Why not? Of course, why not? Besides, President Mahama says, if you think you are coming into office to have your way, then you should stand prepared.
Nanado said the same thing. He said, if you think you are coming to office, politics to make money, go into the private sector. They all use the same rhetoric, but it doesn't mean the same thing. Correct?
But Nanado said he will bring a dollar to a city. Did he do it? No, he didn't. Yeah.
So what is John Mahama promising us today with a dollar?
With a dollar?
Yeah.
Did you hear the communique which came out from Atoforsen?
Tell us about it.
Atoforsen said, Honorable Atoforsen,
right.
The finance minister.
Right.
He said he will try as much as possible to reduce the dollar within some few days or some few months in his office. And then we all know the track record of the Honorable Atoforsen. He was the deputy finance minister. He made sure when we were in power, or when NDC were in power, in 2015, 2016 thereabout, the dollar to the cedi wasn't that much. It wasn't that much.
That was Setekpe, I think.
Yeah, that was Setekpe. But then Atoforsen Honorable played a major role in doing that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, trust me. So when it comes to Samuel Akujato Ablakwa, Honorable. I think he's really doing well. And then Cyrus, we need to.
Should we expect the US dollar to Ghana city to come to say a single digit ever again?
Yeah,
I think single digit, maybe nine Ghana cities to $1 US, 8 Ghana. Is it ever going to happen?
It is going to happen, especially if NDC government be in power for maybe like.
No, I'm talking about the next 4 years.
The next 4 years.
Can it happen?
I think let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I think the finance minister will try his possible best to see how best he can address this issue.
Okay,
yeah.
Let me give you some stats here. President Trump of America became president in the last 1 week or 2 weeks. He has signed in about 68 executive orders. This is a guy who is seriously focused on what he came to do.
Yeah.
John Mahama has also appointed his ministers quickly. Good. Now, moving on from ministers, all the appointment, regional ministers and all that. What is the next big thing the NDC is going to do?
I think the next big thing NDC or the president of the republic will do is what we call and what we all know, which is the 24-hour economy, which is purposely to curb the unemployment rate in the country, also put food on the table for Ghanaians to have, because President Mahama assured Ghanaians that look, there has been a large or a very high unemployment rate in the country, especially for the past 8 years. And then he thinks the best way or the best policy to come out with that can help solve this problem is the 24-hour economy. That is what we call the 331. One job, 3 shifts, and then 3 employees. So I think that is the big thing that President Mahama is trying to put in place. And of course, he has set up a committee to look into this matter and then come out with a project or plans that will help execute this.
And when exactly are we expecting this?
Yeah, I think it should be within a few months. As by 6 months, I'm sure President Mahama would have started, and it will be running. Yeah, okay. It will be running.
Okay. So far, you are impressed.
Yeah, so far I'm impressed. Cyrus, you're also impressed.
Is it because you are an NDC guy?
No, but Cyrus, are you not impressed?
Oh, I'm impressed.
Yes, so you should be impressed.
Ask me which part of it I'm impressed.
Which part are you impressed?
I'm impressed with the fact that the government was quick in appointing its ministers.
Yes, of course.
And the numbers has reduced.
Yes.
I think this is good. It saves Ghana so much money because there are so many unnecessary portfolios that we don't have to deal with again.
Right.
All right. And I'm also impressed with the fact that there is some sort of accountability today. I don't know how well it's going to be executed. For instance, the case with the former finance minister.
Yeah.
Now he's been proclaimed as a fugitive of Ghana. He is a fugitive of Ghana. Have you heard the news?
Yeah, we're buying.
So he's been looked for to be accountable to certain contracts that he ascended to, and he's not found. I think this is a step in the right direction.
Yeah. That
people who has dealt with government funds in a bad way or inappropriately should be able to account for it, no matter who you are. And I think in the future, it shouldn't just be to ministers of state. It should be extended to even the president.
Right.
All right. And so these are places where I think the government is doing well. But I am actually waiting for your government, our government, let me put it that way, to show something in the way of agriculture where there will be a state enterprise. But that is another discussion for another day. Now, let's move on. So, 24-hour economy is the next big thing the NDC is going to do.
Yeah.
All right. What about all the prices that are going through the roof in this country? The duty charges, which is causing all these price hikes. The port charges that is causing all these price hikes. What is the government going to do about it in the next the shortest possible time?
Yeah, I think
Because that is what is contributing to the high rate or the high prices of food and services in the country.
exactly. Yeah, so I think with the high rise in prices of product or goods or services within the country, it is one of the things President Mahama has stated clear that when he's given the nod or when he's given the opportunity, as at then when he was campaigning, he will work things out to make sure that the prices of goods and services will come down to a level that Ghanaians will be satisfied. So, and then I think this is to talk about the inflationary rate, the cedi to the dollar. You know, when the strength of the cedi comes down, it makes all these prices rise, because the person who is selling or who is going for goods outside the country is paying in dollar. So when he needs a lot of cedi for a few dollar ordering for goods, definitely I think the person will also want to gain some profit, and so will also want to price his items or her item in that level that
So what do you think the government is going to do about it?
yeah, I think the
In terms
government
of port charges.
yeah. So port charges, I think President Mahama said he is going to look at the rates at which people are charged at the ports, and then see if he can do something about it. But obviously, it's not going to be high, but rather it's going to be low. It's going to be low. Going to be low.
When I hear a politician say, "I'll see if I can do something about it," it's like saying to me indirectly that forget about it. There is nothing I will do about it.
Yeah, Cyrus. You see, it depends on the politician.
You have power at this point.
Yes.
You cannot still be telling me, "I will see what I can do about it."
But Cyrus, there is just.
Do you see how Trump is speaking?
Yes.
Trump is always direct. Trump is saying things, not mincing words. So. I'm doing this, then he signs the executive order. We are doing this, he signs the executive order. But down here, people are scratching their head to say, we'll see what we'll do about it.
No, Cyrus. You see, you are not getting the concept.
Let me get the concept, please.
It is step by step, and so far, President Mahama is been doing very well. So we have we can have a tall list of things that President Mahama has done so far, like talking about the ministerial position, the oral, the US aid. Do you know even Hajj fare has been reduced? Yes, the Hajj fare has been reduced from 75,000 to 62,000 Ghana cedis or so. Yeah, so which is very significant. Not everybody will love to go to Hajj because of that amount. But when President Mahama came, within these few days, he never said, "Oh, let's sit down, let's have a committee and then let's review the Hajj fare." Straightforward, he reduced the Hajj fare from 75,000 cedis to 62,000 cedis.
Tell me this, and be honest with me. What is the benefit of Hajj to Ghana? As a country, what is the benefit?
Yeah, I think it's significant here.
How does it benefit Ghana?
You see,
as a country, we are running a business, and people want to go and do a religious activity somewhere. You want to fund, or some percentage of it, you want to fund it. What benefit does it give Ghana? Tell me.
Like I was telling you about goodwill. I think it is something which will put Ghana on the map when it comes to this let's say this tourism and other stuff.
We want tourism in Ghana, not exporting tourism to other people.
Yeah.
We are paying other countries to get money from us when they are not paying anybody to come to Ghana. How does it benefit Ghana when you pay Ghanaians to go to Saudi Arabia? What benefit does it give to taxpayers in Ghana?
I think, Cyrus, this is something which has been there since.
So if the traditionalists also want to go to India, we have to find money to fund them. If another group of religious people, Christians, want to go to Israel, we have to find money to fund them. We have major fish to fry. We have serious problems.
So you are saying that we should scrap this off?
This is why Trump is being loved in his country. This is why people were like chanting for Trump. And this is why people were chanting for Mahama. We are in that era where we have bold leadership who says, no, we have bigger issues. People are not getting food. People don't have the right salary. People don't get jobs. We need to go into agriculture. We need to do this. We need to do that. All these excesses. It's when you are belly full, when you are comfortable. That is when you do these things.
But Sarah, do you know
Ghana
that
is not comfortable?
Yeah. Do you know that such things you just can't get up and then say I'm scrapping it off?
Trump is just scrapping things off. Trump just got America out of WHO.
Yeah.
He just got America from a lot of different things. This is where people who have voted for you and said, come and do A, B, C for us. They want you to just come and do A, B, C for us.
Yeah, but
we have so much money to spend? As
I think
do you think there is so much money in this country to spend?
No, not at all.
The small that we have, shouldn't we be using it for things that actually directly affect everybody's life?
Yeah. I think what they're saying is laudable, but then it's something that maybe one day Ghanaians will consider. Not even a president. Ghana is
a secular state.
Yeah.
Ghana is a secular. We run a secular constitution. You understand?
Yeah.
So because it's a secular state, we must be treated like a secular state. If Ghana is a religious state, then we see it differently. But let's move away from there to the oral.
Yeah.
All the findings from oral, all the documents. Okujato Ablakwa, my favorite NDC guy right now. All that document he presented to the president. In the next 3-6 months, what do you think is going to happen with it?
I think we need to applaud President Mahama with the establishment of URA, and then also applaud the chairman of the committee with the other members as COP Kofi, the former Auditor General, Nathaniel Domelevo, yeah, and then Raymond,
right,
the journalist, and then lawyer Martin Pegbu. So we should applaud them and then.
But I'm asking you, what in the next 3 to 6 months, what is our president going to do with that document?
It doesn't lie in the sight of the president as at now. That is why when the committee presented the document or the data or the information, let me say, to the president quickly gave it out to the Attorney General to look and then investigate it. But I think with the zeal and the confidence that the Attorney General received the information, I'm sure the office of the Attorney General is going to investigate this very well. And then where there is merit, because the document is saying that we will be retrieving some amount of money if it goes right.
I think Okujato even gave out a figure.
Yeah, I gave out a figure about $20 billion. Yeah, $20 million.
I'm interested in that figure. So I'm asking you again. Mm-hmm. Is it going to be business as usual? People are implicated.
With business.
Let me explain it to you. In the past, mm-hmm. when there's a new government, they make it look like they are after the old government to collect some monies. By the end of the 4 years or 8 years, you realize nobody is prosecuted. So they made noise about people stealing the nation's money. And then they got into office and nobody was prosecuted. Are we going to end up like this again?
Cyrus, trust me, this is not going to be that way, that old format.
You sure?
I'm very sure. I'm very confident. That is not going to be in that old format.
So when it happens that way, what would you describe the NDC as?
Trust me, it wouldn't happen.
If it does?
It wouldn't. Trust me, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. Because you see, it is something that President Mahama has said before, even before election. And then I think the good people of Ghana gave him that overwhelming victory of over 1.7 million votes. Gave him that because of, this policy. I think you heard one of this survey which came out that the ORA or the Operation Recover All Loot was one of the most significant campaign promise.
Yes.
Yeah. That made Ghanaian people to vote massively for President Mahama.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's something that President Mahama has said already. So it's not now that people will say,
is he going to act on
it?
He's all going the way to the end?
He will. Trust me.
Very soon their chiefs will be calling him.
Oh.
Their traditional leaders will be calling him. They will call him to their himfie and sit him
down. No, even the chiefs and then the traditional leaders themselves side with this aura. Trust me. They really side with the aura. Okay. Some people are just not comfortable and then just can't come out. That is how come when the oral gave out the toll-free number, did you recognize Okuja to Ablakwa Honorable saying
some calls
some
to
calls
return the land.
Yeah, about 1,493 calls, 44 petition, and 924 emails and the like. So it clearly says or states that there are people who are just not comfortable with the way things are going, and they will want to give us some information. So it is not something that I think the good people of Ghana will forgive the NDC or President Mahama if he doesn't act really on it. Yeah, so it's trust me, it's something that I think the office of the Attorney General will really work on it, and then which will bring peace in the
Office
country.
of the Attorney General.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the Office of the Attorney General, because we have another thing I want us to look at. What is his name? I always struggle with his name.
Lawyer Ayine.
Akuritinga. Tinga Ayine. Dominic Akuritinga Ayine. How well do you know so much about him?
Yeah, I know Lawyer Ayine for some time now. And then he was I think I got to know him well when he was our Deputy Attorney General.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think President Mahama didn't just give him that portfolio or that position because he thinks somebody needs to occupy that position. But it's because of the work that he has done previously in the past NDC administration. That is why we think President Mahama saw the merit in him.
Okay.
To give him that portfolio so that he can really set the agenda straightforward when it comes to President Mahama's agenda.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now there is people tagging John Mahama as a clearing agent. Have you heard that tag?
Oh yeah. Which people are that?
There are
the MPP.
people who are tagging him.
So you should be specific that MPP people are tagging.
MPP people are tagging President John Mahama as now becoming the new version of clearing agent.
Yeah.
Why are they tagging him with that?
I don't know why they are tagging. I think you have to find one.
Don't be disingenuous.
No, I think you have to find one NPP
there are cases
member, and then
court.
because
there are cases in court which are connected with former NDC people.
Yeah.
Okay, NDC appointees, including the one who was at Cocoa Board, and I don't want to mention their names, but all these guys, it looks as if they have been cleared.
No, Cyrus, the MPP. They were
is it the right thing to do?
They were in power for 8 good years.
Right.
This case was in court.
Right.
So why did they delay? If they thought or if they think that there's some sort of
so you think it should have been finished?
Yes, it should have, because they didn't have any evidence.
Hold on. So the fact that it wasn't concluded in 8 years means they deserve to be cleared.
No, the fact that it wasn't concluded in 8 years means that there wasn't any evidence against them.
There are cases that go beyond 20 years, my brother.
Yes, but this case, you know, former president, when he was in power, stated that anybody who has taken, in fact, that was why he established the office of the special prosecutor.
Right.
That was the main reason why he established
and
that.
It takes time to prosecute these people.
And nobody came out to speak negatively about the OSP, even when they established that committee. So I think the OSP even recently said Mahama, should go scot-free because with his case.
Because the case was investigated, they found out Mahama is clean.
Yes.
But this one is still in court. Something like that. And then Mahama comes here and says, no, I'm clearing you guys. No, you are free.
President Mahama didn't say that.
He didn't say that.
He never said that.
All right, let me give you the list.
Attorney General said he doesn't find any merit. He doesn't find any thing against these people. Besides, if there was anything against them, they would have been prosecuted a long time. But do you think President Anado and his government would have let them go scot-free within 8 years? No.
I see. So he's not a clearing agent?
No. President Mahama just can't be a clearing agent.
I see. All right. Let's move on. I see you are in full support of whatever is happening. No. Would you be able to condemn your party when they do something?
Cyrus, I'm not in full support of what is happening.
It looks as if
I'm in full support of what is good for the country.
Whether they are clearing people on merit or whatever accusation it is okay with
No,
you.
no, but Sarah,
So long as the NDC is doing it, you are fine.
Did they come out with specific things or specific findings to say that, okay, this and this and this is why A and B and C and this
Okay,
is
so
why?
in your estimation, all those cases had no merit.
They don't have merit.
They shouldn't have been in court.
They don't have merit.
I see.
It wouldn't have taken so long.
I see.
It wouldn't have taken so long. Trust me, within 8 years, it wouldn't have taken so long because these are politically exposed people.
I see.
Yes, these are politically exposed people, and then besides, they are in opposition party. Then, and then you know how the MPP were so angry, so agitated when Mahama's corruption, NDC's corruption.
So when NDC was in government, there was no corruption.
No, we didn't say. Or
Can you give me a yes or no?
We there was, but you know, as compared to NPP, it's MPP. It's not a party that we can ignore when it comes to speaking about corruption. But I think the most important thing is President Mahama going back, sitting down, has realized certain things that I think didn't help him in his past administration. Like he said, he wasn't a saint, so definitely things went wrong. And then this time that he has been given the opportunity, he's going to make sure that they are set right, and then you know Ghana will have the Ntumapa, and then
I see.
yeah,
I see. The Minister for Agriculture, Eric Opoku.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about him?
Yeah, Eric Opoku. But do you think he doesn't fit for that position?
I don't know him.
You don't know him?
I don't know him. I don't know what he's capable of doing for that ministry. But I'm looking for someone who will be very proactive. Someone who will say, at this point in Ghana's trajectory, we want to look into state enterprises and start a state farm. Do you think that would be a good idea?
Yes. You see, Cyrus, there is nobody or there's no candidate President Mahama and then his team members will appoint that you have to doubt. There is no candidate President Mahama will appoint for any position or any portfolio that you have to doubt.
Why do you say so?
Because
why wouldn't you also assume that perhaps he's appointing certain people because they funded his campaign?
No, who said? So are you saying the agriculture minister funded President Mahama's campaign?
Is it
no,
possible? He may have supported you one way or the other.
Are you saying our communication officer? I mean, Malek Basintali. Are you saying he funded President Mahama's
hold on, he was
campaign?
In charge of communication.
Yeah.
But this one, he wasn't so much in public domain.
Yeah, but you don't need somebody to be in the public domain to appoint him.
We are talking about agriculture.
Yes.
And I'm saying to you, I'm looking for someone who at this point will say Ghana can also explore going into a state enterprise. Do you think this is a brilliant idea?
Yeah, it's really a brilliant idea. In fact, the Minister of Agriculture has started moving from regions to region, as I know, trying to have stakeholders with the community members, with farmers, and then with other people who are involved in agriculture, so that he will know their problems and their challenges to address them. So it is something that he has started, and I think so far as he has started going closer to those who are involved in agriculture, I think it is a positive direction.
Do you think the problems of agriculture in Ghana has ever changed? It has never changed.
Cyrus, it has never changed.
It has been the same since I was in kindergarten. The answers were given, in fact, the questions were given, and the questions people are giving today in exams is the same, and the answers are the same.
Yeah, but this time, like I said, we have a strategic plan that we are coming out with in all sector of the economy.
Okay.
Yeah, that is why President Mahama has given certain position to certain people. This time around, it's not Matra Makwe.
Okay.
This time it's not let's try and see. This time we are giving it to you because we know what you can do. So the Minister of Agriculture, trust me, and knows what he's doing.
I'm bringing these specific ministries out because I care so much.
Yeah, I know.
I care about the Ministry of Finance. I care about agriculture, lands and natural mineral resources, and I care about education. Okay, so when I mention certain ministries, it's not like I'm targeting them. I care about those ministries.
President Mahama also cares about them. Yeah, that is why he.
So maybe he should start a state farm.
Oh, President Mahama.
No, there is nothing like that in your constitution. What do you call it? Manifesto.
In our manifesto. Yeah, I think
there is nothing like that.
you can't have everything in the manifesto.
No, but if then, you are starting a state farm, it would have been a paramount topic. It would have been a big issue there. It wouldn't be hidden somewhere small.
Sarah, this is one of the things that I think the NDC's members are pushing for a state farm, and then I know one or two people who have spoke about it. That look, President Mahama should talk to the agriculture minister, and then come out with a plan that will help execute a state farm project, so that at least it can employ people,
a lot of people,
and then
it can work
food
in your favor.
Yeah.
Let me show you how it will work in your favor. NDC has promised Ghanaians of a 24-hour economy.
Yeah.
So if the NDC government, led by John Mahama and Eric Opoku, you have a state land, you have the land, and then you have put in place all the machinery, you've put the road network, irrigation system. So now, even if you are growing maize, or even if you are doing poultry farm, because it's state run, you can run your 24-hour economy in that state enterprise, meaning people will be going to work in the morning, in the evening, at night. So your 24-hour economy can just start from there. It will be an active farm which people are working on 24 hours 7. And the produce will come to Ghanaians. People will get employment. This is a brilliant idea.
Yeah, but it's something that I'm sure the minister is considering. So it's not something that I think will be a problem at all.
I see.
In executing. So let's hold on and let's wait for the good things that the Minister of Agriculture. I think you are really passionate about that sector.
I've
and of course, too many times. And of course, it is one sector which, when Ghanaians pay much attention to it, I think it will help to really develop the country in a very fast pace. So I think I'm sure that the minister is doing something about it, and then within these few
there are so many countries we could have been supplying all these products.
Yeah, because we are spending so much
on importation. Tomato from Burkina Faso,
the cereals,
eggs and from all these other countries.
Exactly.
So
but trust me, the minister will make sure all these things are done. So don't worry about it. I think I really hold the minister in high esteem when it comes to these things.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about yourself.
Yeah.
You are currently a communicator.
Yeah, in the Trobo constituency.
Yeah. Meaning, so are you going to be running for any other offices in any time soon or in the future?
Not now, but in the future, I think I should be running for one of the portfolios in the Trobo constituencies.
I see. What will make you special? What would you be bringing to the table that others can't?
Yeah, because what makes me so special is the confidence that I have in defending the good things that I think the people of Trobo constituency or the good people of Ghana should have. I am well spoken. And then I address issues that are more concerned to the constituency or the country at large. So you have to have people in certain portfolios which they can advocate for things that will help the country. Yeah. So
I see.
Yeah.
Currently, your government is in a good position with Ghanaians.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah, and you want to do everything right to make sure this goodwill is extended throughout your 4 years.
Yeah.
And I have even advocated, it is one of my episodes, that if John Mahama should do 3 specific things, I don't know if you have seen that video.
3? I've
mentioned 3 things if John Mahama should do. I will start campaigning for him to run.
Oh, okay. You. I think. I saw that video. I thought you said you help in that referendum.
Yes.
Yeah. I think.
If he can get these 3 things done, I promise you, Ghana shouldn't let him go. But that is if he can get these 3 things done. I have looked at the economy of Ghana. I've done my own research. I've realized these 3 things can change whatever dynamic we have in Ghana. In the next 10 years, Ghana will totally change. It starts with commercial agriculture.
Yeah.
I mentioned it. And I talked about poultry farming. I talked about maize farming, and I talked about sugar farming, other things. Then I also talked about setting up a state construction company. A state construction company where all the contracts that should have been given to private contractors to execute our roads, schools, whatever, should now be given to the state construction company to execute. Is producing gold for the state. We have a state farm that is producing food for the state.
All right.
And we have a construction company that is building Ghana. I believe these three things can strategically change Ghana in the next 10 years. What do you make of it?
Yeah, I think it's a step in the right direction.
By the way, would you want John Mahama to go for a third term?
I think that would lie in the chest
I'm
of
asking
President
you personally.
John Mahama.
No. You are a communicator.
Yeah.
If you had your own way, if John Mahama performed well in this 4 years, let's assume he was able to bring even the CD dollar to 12, and prices were relatively lower, would you advocate for him to go for a third term?
Why not? I will. Like this straightforward. I will. Why not?
But you are struggling initially.
Yeah, but you see, it is based on our constitution. And
the constitution was put there by people.
Yeah, but you see, we are working with the constitution.
Hold on. The constitution was put there by people.
Yeah.
And if you look at all the countries Ghana aspires to be, when we are talking of Ghana's colleagues, countries that are like head to head with Ghana at some point, Singapore, Malaysia, South Korea, China, okay, these countries, what set them apart was what I'm talking about. There was a point in their history where there was one person who was president for a long time.
Yeah.
And then by the time he left the seat, things were properly set up. Okay, so I'm asking you again.
But you see, Cyrus, what President Mahama is saying is, if he's able to, and I know he will, to lay all these foundations, the next person who will be...
And you think he can do it in 4 years?
Yeah, he can do it.
Okay.
He did it in 4 years before.
If he did it in 4 years before, why was he ousted?
Yes, because Ghanaians, we thought it wasn't good. So until we realized that no,
he didn't do it in 4 years before. 4 years before there was Doomso. There was energy.
But he
crisis.
Solved Doomso, right?
At the tail
no,
end.
but he solved. He did solve it.
Yes, at the tail end.
No, so apart from Doomso, that the MPP members
That
are always. So what else did they say about President Mahama apart from Doomso?
Oh, okay. Do you know the gravity of Doomso?
No, what I'm saying is...
No, do you understand what Doomso means?
I understand.
It means all businesses that run with electricity will have to either look for a power supply outside of the national grid, or stop work. All the coal stores, all the hospitals, so many things have to come to an abrupt end.
Yeah.
Because there is no power supply. This is why Nigeria is not attractive. So Doomso is not a small thing like you are making it look.
Yeah.
He solved it. Yes.
He did.
At the tail end.
At the tail end, yeah.
Okay, so continue with what you were saying.
Yeah, you see, there is no government who doesn't have challenges when he comes to office. I think that was one of President Mahama's biggest challenge in his first term. And then I think the most important thing we should know is he was trying and he worked hard to solve Doomso, even though it was at the tail end of his administration. But like I said, President Mahama going to opposition has realized a lot of things that he didn't do right, and then he has re-strategized his steps, and then he has come with a whole new vibe to run the economy. So I don't think there's going to be any major challenge that President Mahama will face. So trust me, it's something that we think.
So what are you seeing for Ghana by the end of this year? Where do you think Ghana will be?
Yeah, I think by the end of this year, the inflation, the CD to dollar should at least come down. I think we should have more employment in the system to ease the tension among Ghanaians.
Ghanaians are waiting for their betting tax and their, what do you call it?
Yes, sir.
levy, whatever.
That will. I'm sure the Minister of Finance is working on that, especially.
I thought you guys were going to do it effective immediately.
No, but you see, it has to be in our budget.
Right.
What we are running, the current budget we are running with now is from the opposition party.
Right.
Yeah. So I think in our new budget, the finance minister is planning. I know that he's working on it to scrap all those levies or all those bills out.
So they will be scrapped.
They will. That one, the automatic.
What will happen to the toll booth?
Yeah. So the transport minister said, yes, we will initiate or we will bring back the toll.
That is smart.
Yeah, but then it will be in a different direction.
Okay.
It will be maybe an online thing that people will have to.
No, they should just do it like what the Western countries are doing it.
Yeah,
it's electronic.
Yeah, it's electronic. Yeah. But I think now
you buy it for the month, and then you are just going to. Yeah. You don't need to stop again.
I think they are working on it to see what best will fit Ghanaian drivers, so that it doesn't cause any inconvenience.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I'm not sure the old system will be back.
Okay.
But for toll, President and the transport minister is assuring Ghanaian that we will have it back.
Okay.
Because it's one part of the money that or fund that helps
absolutely
Ghanaians.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We are all looking at what our President John Mahama will be doing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got my support at this point. Surprisingly.
Why he never got your support?
No, I didn't vote for him.
Oh, really?
I didn't vote for him. Oh, you didn't know?
2024?
No, I did not.
What?
I did not vote for President John.
Are you serious?
You don't watch my videos, do you?
No, I do.
You don't. Because if you do, you know I didn't vote for him. You know who I voted for?
Who?
Yes. I voted for Nana Kwame Bediako. Because I am, for 32 years, we have seen NDC, MPP alternating.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. So I was like, we need to see another thing. Something else in the office, except for NDC and MPP. Because in my mind, John Dramani Mahama coming back will be business as usual. Because it's the same people he's coming back with. There's no new person on that table. It is the same as Sedun Ketia, the same Okujato Ablakwa, the same guys.
But if the same people, I mean,
the same people, the performance will be the same.
No, Cyrus. You see, it can be the same person, but different mindset now.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe now I want to wait till after 6 months, 1 year. Then we'll see the real characters. No, listen. Right now, President John Dramani Mahama is skeptical of his appointments.
And he's doing very well.
He's doing well.
Yeah.
But give them one year. When they have settled in, now they know all the corners, how to cut corners and all that. You see them. Those who are arrogant will start popping up.
We are not giving you 1 year. We are giving you just like 6 months.
Good. So after 6 months, me and you should come back to this table and see.
You'll be testifying.
You think I'll be testifying?
You will.
I want to testify.
Yes, I know you want to testify.
I'll be so happy to testify because it will be in favor of Ghana.
Yes, you will. You will testify. I'll lead you to one of my bosses.
I would love to testify when I see a state farm started. I'll come here and say, listen, folks, we have to rally behind President John Dramani Mahama. A state farm started, maybe a poultry farm for the country.
Yeah.
1,000-acre land, all poultry chicken. Man, you know how many jobs that will create?
But there are people saying Nkoko Nketenkete is not.
Forget it. The Nkoko Nketenkete policy was one of the things I hated John Mahama for.
Why?
Because there is a bigger picture. Instead of giving all these Nkoko Nketenkete to people, you are the government. Get the land, set the whole thing up, put people to work 24/7 so that you can control everything. When you give the birds, the Nkoko Nketenkete to people, and they tell you the next day the birds are dead, who is responsible?
No, but what do you think, Sarah? Do you think President Mahama will just hand over the Nkoko Nketenkete to people or to farmers?
It will be to farmers.
Yes, of course.
He's not going to supervise it.
No. President Mahama said, he's going to supervise it.
How? Tell me.
A farmer having that Nkoko Nketenkete will just not be like, just have it and then go.
Okay, how would it be like?
There are going to be people who monitor you as you handle these chicks. That's what President Mahama said.
So let me give you this scenario. You want to give 10,000 Nkoko Nketenkete birds to, let's say, 100 people.
Yeah.
You, the government, you can actually start a farm with 1 million beds one time.
Yeah.
Instead of 10,000 giving it to 100 people. Why don't you rather concentrate all that energy in one big farm where there is veterinary doctors on the farm, there are workers working 24 hours, all that energy, the transportation,
it is one of the things, it is one of the projects that the agriculture minister stated that.
No, I am not saying he should not do the Go Conquer. He can still go ahead and
no,
do
you
it.
are saying
the state should still own
yes,
its own.
of course. Yes, of course.
If you
the minister said, I mean, he's going to do this.
If he does it, we'll come here and celebrate that. We'll come here and cut a cake for that minister. Ghana would have been born again.
No, it looks like you are doubting.
Shouldn't I doubt?
No, why should you doubt?
For 32
no, so far,
years.
for
32
years.
years.
Cyrus, you see, so far, why should you doubt anything if
because
President Mahama
it's still
says
early.
Are you sure it's still
yes, I want to wait till when these guys.
It's still early to institute ORA.
No.
It's too early to reduce the ministerial numbers.
Oh, that one you've done.
It's too early to reduce Hajj fare. It's too early.
You have done well with all of that. But what I'm saying is, we will still not see the true colors of the ministers and their performance right now until after 6 months, 1 year, when they have grown wings.
Cyrus,
you get my point.
You will testify.
I want to.
Yeah,
please.
you would testify.
Let me come and testify.
You would testify. But I'm just surprised you didn't vote for.
Oh, I
President
didn't.
Mahama.
And I'm very vocal about it. Everybody knows me. I actually campaigned for Nana Kwame Bediako. Because he was saying things that made sense to me. Blockchain to check corruption is something John Mahama should implement. Every department must have a set. All right, let me not go too much into that because that is not even your policy. Your final words for the party. I see you have so much on your paper.
Oh,
if there is something you have to read, go ahead.
No. It's fine. There are things that I think we already know already.
Okay.
So the good people of Ghana already know all these things. So I think my final words to Ghanaians is that Ghanaians should still have hope. Because a listening president
is in office.
Yeah, has come in. He's in office. So far, so good. He's been listening to Ghanaians, their problems, and then he's been drafting them. And then I think with his team, he's going to solve them one after the other. Okay. Of course, it can't be just boom like that. It's going to be a gradual process. So the good people of Ghana should have patience for the president, and then keep finger crossed. I think we will all testify, like you are saying. You will testify.
I hope.
Yeah,
so.
you will testify
that. I'll be happy. I'm not arrogant.
And President
I am not
Mahama,
arrogant when it comes to those things. I'm very objective. I'll come out and say, look, these guys are doing a wonderful job.
Yeah. So Ghanaians too should look forward to more greater things, because within these few 30 days that President Mahama came into office, he has done so much. Yeah, and we know that Ghanaians are expecting so much too.
Right. So
that is why they gave a very large difference victory to President Mahama. Yeah. So, and I also thank you very much, and with your team members for giving me this opportunity to be here.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I've always been watching you, and I love your presentation and submissions. So I was very happy when you said no, I can join you here. Yeah, thank you very much too. And then I also thank my team members, and then all NDC foot soldiers, and then executives. I also take this opportunity to say a very big thank you to one of our communicators, Kojo Harrison.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a fearless communicator. He's doing very much for the party, and I think we need to commend him and applaud him for that. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for making time to join us. It has been a wonderful discussion with our very own friend who came in, speaking about the 30 days of President John Dramani Mahama in office. I think he's doing well. We hope to see what he will do in the next 6 months to 1 year. Folks, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification bell for more of our videos. We'll come your way with another one. It's bye-bye for now.